Basketball. So we put in the chat today, what does it mean? What do Chazal mean when they say that Paro was the archetype of the Yetzer Hara? So if you look at the Paro's name, it's the two parts of Paro's name. It means Pera, literally means evil mouth, right? But more specifically, it could be translated as the confusing mouth, the confusing voice that we hear. It's probably more germane to this generation than many others. What happens in this week's parasha? Moshe goes to Paro. We need some reprieve. What did Paro do? He doubled down in terms of their workload. People often think that someone who's evil is not smart. He was apparently obviously a rasha, but he's a very smart person, in as much as he knew that if you keep people busy, they'll become like automatons and they won't think. And if you forget for 1 second, you don't press pause as to what are we doing here, you become like a hamster on a treadmill. How's it relevant to us? Is that it seems that in this generation, there's a voice inside of all of us that says, are you busy? Are you hustling? Are you doing? As long as you're busy, it's irrelevant that you're not productive. So we just had a panel discussion recently with a big monk in the neurological world who said, and you don't need a monk to point this out, there's no such a thing as multitasking. Kadosh Baruch Hu did not, it's impossible to bifurcate the brain and be productive on two channels. So the idea that we all think we're busy as opposed to being productive. So I think one of the things where this becomes relevant is a little idea just for us is that when you wake up in the morning is understand what are we doing in this world? And figure out where you want to be in 3 years or a year from now, and what can you do in that day to bring you closer to our tough kid in this world? And we'll find that if people spend their time in what's called the northeast quadrant, which is what important but not urgent, that is probably the most judicious way to spend time. Instead of what most of us do is spend the whole day putting out fires and be reactive. So if we can either be busy and build these empty pyramids that unfortunately our ancestors did, or be productive, think about where you are, stop and press pause, and build something which will be a legacy for eternity.